SPCA and Humane Society has been around for over 150 years, and we have 13 animal centers in Ontario. And the Orillia Animal Center, where we are right now, was due for some upgrades and a little bit of a renovation. So since September, that's been happening, and we're happy to announce that last week we are reopened. So we can now accept animals that need rehoming and need to be adopted. We are super excited about the final product. We have brand new floors, a fresh coat of paint, and one of the really great things to highlight is that we've changed the layout of some of the areas so that the dogs and the cats don't see each other. That actually, as you can imagine, it's stressful for the animals that are coming into the building just in the first place. So being able to keep the cats and the dogs separated really helps to maintain a lot more of a calm environment for them. So we're just excited. Now we're slowly starting to get some animals back in, and since September we had a trailer in the parking lot that if strays were brought in, we still had animal staff here that would be able to put that on social media and share and make sure we find the homes for the strays. So we were kind of in the background and used a lot of help with other Ontario SPCA centers because we just couldn't take in the adoptable pets at that time, but now we can. It's actually not well known that the OSPCA and Humane Society is actually not government funded. We are only funded by donations and grants. We're a charity and a not-for-profit. So we had to have fundraising to make this possible, and that is really how everything is possible here. We can't do anything without the support of the public and any grants that we are, lucky enough to receive. There's a lot of competition out there for grants, so we apply, but really the most of our funds come from people just like you that are so much animal lovers like us and donate on a regular basis. Yeah, so when we have some amazing donors, the Orillia Animal Center has been in this community for quite some time. It's a familiar place for a lot of people, and so we have some really long-term donors that have been amazing, and we do recognize them on the walls that we have and memorializing all of their amazing help so that we can help the animals. So we have a beautiful new refreshed dog area, so new doors and again fresh coats of paint, and it's really unique because the dog areas open up at the back as well, and that allows the dogs to go outside, and we have a very large backyard, and in the summertime there's a pool for them to play in, which is super fun to watch. So it's very much more streamlined, which absolutely helps the staff as well manage when this is full, all the animals that we have, but keeping the dogs and the cats separated as well is really the great result of the renovation. So sometimes when dogs come in, they need to get quarantined for some time, and especially the ones that are very nervous can use a special room. So they would be entered into the one door over here, but then when it's time to clean or feed them, we would open up this door and usually entice with treats and food, and the dog will go over onto this side. We will close it and then give the dog the privacy and the quarantine that it still needs while staff goes into here and cleans everything and puts more food inside. It's very handy. So when an animal comes into the center, say it's a stray, we do have a process, obviously, to intake them. We would make sure that they would do a medical checkup, and then we make sure that they're quarantined for some time. We have to make sure they don't have things like ringworm, etc. And after that's confirmed, and we have put out pictures and posters and all the things on social media that we need to, if that stray doesn't have an owner, then we put him or her up for adoption. So they can be with us for some time, but we have a lot of animal lovers in Ontario, and we're so fortunate that we do get the animals adopted quite regularly. But it is a process, and the animal staff are just so skilled at being able to not only do the intake, but to really be compassionate to these animals. There's training that is involved in making sure that we are aware of the animal's emotions. So it's not really about us, it's actually about them, and we let the animals lead the way we take care of them. Some are rambunctious and happy and love humans, but some don't. So we really make sure that we follow all of the education that we have to let them lead. So on a regular basis, we do call outs for things like toys, donations of toys, and bedding. So when the bedding and the toys come in, of course, we have to sanitize them, wash them thoroughly, make sure that they're appropriate for the animals and safe. So we have a large laundry room, and that of course has a beautiful upgrade as well, because laundry is constantly happening here for sure. We are so grateful to the community for us to be able to have these renovations, and 100% could not have happened without their generosity. And if you still want to be part of the renovations in the future and want to donate, you can go to the Ontario SPCA.ca and donate there. You can also find some other great information about how to become a volunteer. And if you're interested in having animal smart classes if you are a teacher from grades 1 to 8, we have an amazing education program where volunteers come into the classroom and teach all those grades about animal emotions, care, compassion, and it's a wonderful opportunity for people to look into as well. And yes, if you go online as well, you will always see a list of all of the animals that are available across Ontario to be adopted. And if you have an animal that maybe isn't suitable in your home anymore, you can absolutely reach out to us and we will assist you with bringing the animal in and rehoming that animal. That's number one. We understand that situations change sometimes, and we just want those animals to be safe and warm. So please even bring them in and we will make sure that they're taken care of.